we could get some official update for Stranger Things Season 5 pretty soon. But how and when? Don't worry, we'll talk about that in this video because this is Stranger Things Season 5 filming updates week 24. So firstly, we'll talk about the possibility of getting an official update of Stranger Things Season 5. Then we'll talk about some of the production updates, some of the production details, some of the theories. And lastly, we'll talk about some of the actors who said something about Stranger Things Season 5. So hey, this clip of Shawn Levy is going viral on the internet.
When are we going to see Season 5? What, Netflix hasn't announced this
I
yet.
think that by the time people watch this, a little bit of an answer will be out there. So I'm going to let people
We'll see.
people higher up than me blow it. I've spoiled enough things.
I know, I'm not going to let you spoil it.
And if you don't know, let me quickly tell you, Shawn Levy is one of the producers of Stranger Things right from the first season, and he's also directed some of the biggest episodes, notably the 4th episode of Stranger Things Season 4, and is also the director of the upcoming MCU movie Deadpool and Wolverine, on which I have made a lot of videos. You can check those videos out here as well. But anyways, this clip that I just showed you is supposed to be from an interview he gave for the promotion of Deadpool and Wolverine, and here he was obviously asked about Stranger Things Season 5, and where he said that maybe until this comes out we can get an official update of Stranger Things 5. Now the question is, what did he mean by this? What did he mean by until this comes out? Now there are only two possibilities. Number one, he's obviously talking about the interview, that until this interview comes out you may have a Stranger Things update. But on the other hand, he could also be mentioning about the movie, that until the Deadpool and Wolverine movie comes out we may have an official update of Stranger Things 5. Now we'll obviously consider about the possibilities which is far away from us to just be safe, and that possibility is none other than the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, which is releasing on the 29th of July. That means just the next month. So we can comfortably say that we can have an official update of Stranger Things 5 in the month of July. But hold on, here is a catch. Now I tried to search on the internet and I couldn't find the entire interview from which this clip has been pulled off. We have only seen this clip going viral on the internet, but we don't know from which interview this clip is. Now that may mean that this clip isn't from the interview, and that means the interview isn't published yet. Hey, but anyways, just brace yourself because we are getting an official update pretty soon, maybe in the month of July. But this was only the first reason why we can get an update pretty soon. The second reason is a lot of fans have pointed out that the official Twitter account, the official Instagram account, and the official YouTube account have all changed their bios. In fact, they have all removed that bios. Now this all is making fans believe that an official update is just around the corner. Now let's move on to some of the more interesting bit, which is about the production updates. Now there was a casting call for 3 different actors, and 2 of the actors were for the body doubles of Will and Mike, and 1 of the actor was for the body double of Jonathan Byers. But hey, here's the interesting thing here. Now we all have been speculating that we are definitely going to, revisit some of the happenings that happened in the first season where Will was taken into the Upside Down. So we have all been speculating that we'll get to see a lot more of the action that Will did when he was in the Upside Down in Season 1. Now it won't be wrong to assume that these all actors have been cast to play some of the characters or some of the scenes that happened in the first season when Will was in the Upside Down. But hey, again, here is a catch. The ages of the actors that we could see in the casting call are just 8, and 13. That means now the actors who are going to play the role of Will and Mike are going to be of the ages of 8, and the actor who will play the role of Jonathan will be of the age of 13. Now here is where things get really interesting, because in Season 1 Jonathan was of the age of 16 and Will and Mike were of the ages of 12. Isn't that interesting? Now are we going to get more of the backstories of the characters of Will, Mike and Jonathan? Well, we can't deny that possibility. We might really get to see their scenes with their father, Lonnie, when he was still around obviously before Season 1, and Mike being the best friend of Will since ages, he might be in some of those scenes as well. So this was the first possibility, or the second possibility could be from the production point of view, like they may need an actor who looks younger, but they are obviously going to change the face and all, but they are only going to keep the body, and maybe the ages of 8 and 13 could be the perfect body that they need. I mean, I'm just shooting bullets in the dark here, but yeah, these are the 2 possibilities. But one thing is for sure, we are going to get some major flashbacks. Now I'm sure you must be remembering this photo that was posted by Ross Duffer a while back, where we could see Jonathan, Steve and Nancy in the car, and this was obviously Steve's BMW, and we have kind of theorized this fact that in this car there was a 4th person as well, and that was none other than Dustin. So therefore this group will include Jonathan, Nancy, Steve and Dustin. But now here's the interesting thing. Steve's car was also seen at the cemetery that was in the Upside Down. So a lot of fans are speculating that they are going to have a few scenes which will take place in the Upside Down, which will include all of these 4 people in Steve's car. That's going to be pretty interesting. Now let's move on to the final segment of this video, which is about about what some of the actors talked about Stranger Things Season 5 when they were asked about Stranger Things Season 5 during some of the interviews. First we'll talk about Paul Reiser. Now Paul Reiser is the actor who obviously plays the role of Dr. Owens, and he was asked about his involvement in the Season 5, and he said, well, he obviously said that I can't tell you, but he also said, they'd shoot me, it's top secret. Come on, is it a top secret? We all know Paul Reiser's character has to be in Stranger Things Season 5 unless they kill his character off screen. That means, between the events of Stranger Things 4 and Stranger Things 5. But hey, we all know that Dr. Owens is going to be a very, very crucial character. A, to explore the past of Will, or to explore what's happening with Will, and B, to just tame down the military a bit, talk some sense into the military. So he's going to be pretty important, and yeah, he's going to be there. Now let's talk about what Jamie Campbell, who plays the role of Vecna Henry /001, he was asked about Stranger Things 5 and how he's going to be, and he said this: if you thought last season was nuts, this season is just out of control, wild, like it's bonkers. It really is. It's bigger, it's just completely insane. It's completely insane. Now there are a lot of possibilities what we could be talking about, but yeah, we'll talk about that in some later videos. Now we have established a lot of theories about time travels and whatnot and a lot of other things. But hey, if you don't know, I make such kind of a video every Sunday in which I talk about everything that's happened in the world of Stranger Things 5, each and update and all of those things. And by the way, this is not all that I do on this channel. I primarily talk about movies. I love movies. I primarily talk about movies. And if you're into The Boys, I've also made a few videos on The Boys as well. I discuss every episode after it's out on every Thursday. So yeah, you can check out some of the videos on my channel as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching.